Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing some welding on Jake's Ford Courier. It's a 74 Ford Courier that we put a 3.8 in with a 70 millimeter turbo. So he kind of had the hater pipe thing going for a while, and being a street car, it's too loud.
Especially in California.
Yeah, especially in California. We don't want to have to get tickets or anything to learn a lesson. So what we're doing is we're going to have a cutout. It's going to be coming kind of out of the fender over here. You can see actually my foot aiming towards the ground. Then the rest is going to head back. It's very tight. It's going to run back along here, along the side of the motor, and go just beside, in front of this tab here, but drop down kind of in this area. I know it's hard to see. I'm doing my best to show you guys. They'll head back towards the back of the truck. He has a few mufflers that he wants to use. He's kind of have them sitting on the shelf, so this is a budget build. We're not trying to buy too much new stuff. So what is this? Is a vibrant muffler?
Yeah, it's an ultra quiet, vibrant muffler.
So,
honestly, a pretty good deal from Vibrant. I think I paid $80 for it from Amazon.
So that will help with it. Then this is a SLP loudmouth muffler. You see a lot of these on Camaros and stuff. So we're actually going to put both of those in line. Try to quiet it down as much as possible. Right now, making a quick cut for if we get to focus, there we go, for the section to head back towards the back of the vehicle. There we go, getting the focus right. We forgot to go pick up argon, so actually we're slapping this together. It's all stainless, and you guys know I like to TIG, but we're MIGging the stainless with mixed gas. Not actually MIGging the whole thing though. We're just tacking stuff together. So if you notice, a lot of these just have little tacks on it. I feel like we could do that, then absorb the actual MIG welds with a TIG, and it'll still look nice and pretty. I feel like this truck is going to be really fast because we did have it running and driving with kind of a very basic baseline tune. And we went to a car show, and if you guys know Sierra's GMC turboed, her methanol nozzle, it's an AEM methanol nozzle. It actually must have been a defective one because I was struggling with the tuning stuff. And it filled up the actual whole intercooler and stuff with methanol because the nozzle was leaking. And so when I raced Jake, well, I guess raced, we did a little bit of a poll. I was on just Wastegate pressure, and it has a 3-pound spring in it, but on a cool night it's roughly 4 pounds. And he has maybe like a 5-pound spring, is what you think? Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I think it's actually closer to probably 8 to 10 pounds. But,
okay. We're not really sure what the spring is in it because the Wastegate, where is the Wastegate? Sitting over here. Your Amazon special Chinese knockoff stuff, same kind of things I run on most of my cars, the cheapos. It was a 15-pound setup, but it had 2 springs in it. He took out the thicker spring, the bigger spring.
I took out the smaller spring. So there's 2 springs stacked in like this.
Okay.
And I left the bigger one inside there and pulled out this smaller one.
So if there's a 10-pound spring and a 5-pound spring, you pulled out the 5-pound spring.
Yeah.
Okay. So he might be on 10 pounds. We're not really sure, but either way, we punched it down. I brake boosted a little bit. He punched it down. We're side by side for a split second. Then he blew his piping off, and that was kind of it. But there's traffic, so we only did a little bit of a pull. And you said you looked at your gauge for a second and saw.
I started to build boost. I think I was probably around 3 psi.
But it was rowdy, man. It was neck and neck. It blew the pipe off.
Fireball.
Yeah, flame balls, everything. So it was rowdy. You gotta remember, these Ford Couriers are what, 2,200 pounds?
24 from the factory.
24 from the factory, but
the way it sits now, even with the bigger motor and transmission and all that stuff, I'd probably put it at about 2,300 pounds.
Yeah, because
we'll see when I get it on the scale.
It's a bit gutted, compared to the factory. Another big problem. It's got an open differential in the back, so he had the whole one wheel peel. So as soon as it comes on to boost, one tire's going to go up and smoke, and the other one's not going to be even pushing. So it'll be interesting once we get this thing kind of ready. Another thing in update. Is this thing got power? I could turn the key on?
Yeah, keys up here to that.
Oh, sorry about your door.
You're so
Check this out. Jake did the coolest dash. So what is this? This is an Amazon Fire, or like Kindle Fire. What is it? What do you call it?
it's like a Kindle, Amazon Kindle. It's for reading books.
Oh, little thing for reading books. Jeez, the brightest light in the world. So he has one of these OBD2 connectors, Bluetooth. He's got power, everything. Look at the gauges. Boost gauge, AFR. I talked him into getting the nicer
X series.
Yeah, X series wideband. It's gonna be easy for tuning. It's a nicer unit.
Just a little side note, how AEM handled that meth nozzle
Oh yeah.
for the truck. That
Yeah,
was
so
pretty nice.
so yeah, nothing against AEM. So the nozzle is defective. Every company has defects and needs warranty work and things like that. And it says a lot about the company on how that's handled. I contacted them because the methanol kit, I think we bought it 6 months ago and it was installed like, I don't know, 3 months ago maybe. And this thing could have been leaking ever since I installed it. I'm not really sure. But I contact them. They get back to me right away. They just want proof of when I purchased it and that kind of stuff and where I bought it from. And they said, no problem. We have a newer version of that nozzle. So instead of sending you the same one, the V2, they're sending me a V3 nozzle. It has a way better spray pattern, more efficient. It actually should make a little more power just because of the spray pattern and everything. It's going to be more efficient on cooling the air and adding that octane and stuff like that. But yeah, all I had to do is send a picture of the nozzle that was defective, destroyed. They wanted to see it in not working order. So I just took a hammer, pounded it flat, took a picture, sent it to them, and they sent me for free, including shipping, everything. I didn't have to pay a cent. It was like 3-day shipping, sent a whole new nozzle. So I got that today. Haven't put it on the truck yet, but yeah, they handled it amazingly. I was surprised. But are you trying to plug in power to the back of it?
No, I'm just trying to turn it off because I've had it disconnected, and so.
Turn it off or turn it on?
Or yeah, turn it on. Yeah. So I had it all disconnected. The whole.
All right, so you got it all plugged in. So like I said, what happened? Turned off?
Alexa.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Oh, so it's trying to connect up to Wi-Fi. The nice thing about this is, since it has all the Google apps and things like that, if you wanted Google Maps right there, while you're on internet or do it off of your phone, give this thing Wi-Fi, set up a map on it, then you're gonna have Google Maps like a Tesla, in your old Ford. But so he's connecting up to the gauges. He has all the gauges, all customizable. He can see everything that he needs. What did this little Amazon thing cost you?
$35.
$35. And what's this thing cost?
I think that was about the same, like $35.
So we're talking like under $100, all custom gauges. Now things like this, what's this? These are $200, right?
Yeah, that was about $200.
They're $200, but I mean,
this was a cheaper boost gauge. I'm happy with it though. Amazon has a lot of good ratings on it. It's the glow shift.
So for things like your
Change all
AFRs,
colors and all
real
that.
crucial stuff, you're gonna need a good AFR gauge. You
Yeah.
don't want to go cheap on that.
Don't skimp on
But
those.
something like this, where you can see your speed, your mile per hour, oil pressure, intake air temp, engine temp, battery, and he's kind of showing, kind of swipe, custom gauges. Look at, your O2 sensors. It's kind of your fuel rate, fuel economy. I mean, this thing gets in there. It does all the calculations, for, if he's racing, here's your boost, your acceleration, things like that. And this will log, right? You can see all that later.
You can log on this. That's actually a program that you pay for with this. It's like if you want to buy the
What
Pro
is that
version.
program?
It's the Torque Pro app.
Torque. Yeah. So this is an app that I've used in the past too. So Torque Pro, then you get logging and all that kind of stuff. So basically, that's where we're at with the truck. We're gonna continue on. We're gonna build the exhaust. Hopefully the rest of the way, at least tack it up.
Mufflers on this thing.
Get some mufflers on it, then we'll be able to go out and drive it. In California, even though it's a 74, they're pretty strict on automotive stuff. So we got to make sure that we don't have crazy pipes, because this thing with no cats or anything like that, you let off the gas, it was blowing fireballs out of the hater pipe, which really attracts attention, especially at night. So we wanted to make sure that we're not going to get, or him anyways, not going to get tickets. So we're going to get a full length exhaust on this. Goes out of the back, 2 mufflers, so it's real quiet. You can flip that switch, cruise down the street. This thing is a complete tin can, so keeping that exhaust quiet. The vehicle's loud enough. Then with one of these switches here, he's going to have a switch. He's going to have a electric cutout. You have a dump, so when he's at the track or he's racing and he needs least restrictive exhaust as possible, he can flip that switch. It'll end up opening that exhaust up. Be a straight dump right off the turbo. Maybe 2 feet long. It's going to be pretty short, and get all that power, the spool from not having any back pressure and things like that. So it's nice to have a cutout, have that option. So
definitely,
since there's room.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where we're at the truck. I hope you guys like it. If you guys want to see more videos like that, please just comment down below. We'll take a deeper dive into Jake's truck. Jake does have a YouTube channel. What's your YouTube, Jake?
Just Jake Campos.
It's just Jake Campos, just his name. So if you look, Jake Campos, he's making little videos about this truck, just kind of as he goes along, short little videos. So he's going to take deeper dives. So if you go on his channel and you want to know more stuff, he can answer the comments and things like that. But don't forget to like, comment, share. That helps the channel grow and kind of gives us motivation to keep making videos. Anyways, thanks guys.